going to introduce you to the custom battles, just to give you an impression of what the larger scale fights are like. So here we go. We're going to click in here. Now here you've got player and enemy. Now you can only have one of each. There's no like multiple enemy type and what have you. So what you're going to do here, I'm going to go Kingdom of Swadia. You're given a list of heroes that you can play as. So I'm just going to go with Conrad, guy with a sword, why not? And here you can pick your army composition. Now there isn't really a detailed like system for picking your troops. It isn't a very high budget game, so you gotta bear that in mind. So we're going to put my infantry up to 59%, say 10% archers or crossbowmen, and 26%. Oh no, actually I'm going to move infantry to 70, the archers to 10. There we go. And it is kind of a tricky system to get, but sometimes it works. And we're going to put the army size up to 200 men. And here we're going to put the army size up to 200 men as well. Now, here we go. And now we have Curtesy Carnate. I actually think they've increased the amount of men that you can have. I always remember that used to be 100, which is kind of interesting. Huh. Anyway, and here we go. They can pick their guys. We'll go with the Nords because they make for the most interesting combat scenarios. So here we go. Basically, in the game, you have a number of races. You have the Swadians, you have the Curtesy Carnate, the Rhodokians, and each one have their own specialist unit type. Now, the Nords are like the really tough berserker bastards, so that makes for some interesting combat. Now, I'm not actually going to try directing this battle. I'm just going to let all the chaos unfold so you can see the true scope of this game. Like, if you look here, what other game gives you the opportunity to fight in a line this big? Think about it. Here we go, some cavalry coming in, and that guy just got hit by me. As you can see, they're throwing javelins and shit. Like, this is why I love this game. Just take a look at what's going on around me. It is literally like a real battle. And here we go. That's one down. Oh, damn it. You see, if you get hit by a horse, like you get stunned, or you get knocked over. Now, I think my guys are actually doing quite good. You can see the text on the left-hand side of the screen. Blue means my guys are killing theirs. The red means that their guys are killing ours. Now, currently, there's a lot more blue than there is red, which is kind of good for us. But I think that might be because they're all attacking me, you sons of bitches. Finally, some reinforcements arrived. And as you can see here, like, just take a look at the battle that's going on here. No other game really offers this, in first person anyway, and that's why I like it. And you can actually direct it as well. You can command your infantry to do particular things, your cavalry to do another thing. It's not as in-depth as, say, the Total War games, but it can be quite fun to do. And a good player can actually change the outcome of the battle against unbeatable odds. So there we go. Oh my god, that's another one now. I just turned into a clusterfuck right here. But yeah, it's going quite well now. And here we go, another one down. That's one of my guys on the knighted horse. And we're just going to go over and engage these guys. Oh, no, that was a beautiful little attack there, if I may say so myself. 3 down, 4 down. And I just tried to kill one of my own guys. Whoops. I'm in charge. It doesn't matter. He wasn't important to the mission. So here we go. Coming over here. And at any stage, if you have riding skill, you can get on the horse. I think this guy does have riding skill. Oh, you've got one enemy left. Okay, that's him dealt with. And I think my guys have actually won this battle, which is kind of good. Didn't expect to win against the Nords, probably because I forgot to reset the difficulty. If this was on normal difficulty, I think all my guys would be dead right now. But yeah, that seemed to go pretty damn well. And we won. So I personally slew 16 men in the fight. We lost 121 men. we did actually lose quite a lot of good guys there. But overall, went pretty well, I think. So we're going to go again for another quick little jaunt. Now I'm going to show you a custom siege battle. Now they're not as much fun as the normal battles, but it's worth looking at. So for a siege battle, I'm going to go defender, and I'm going to boost up all my archers to like 70% of my force. I'm going to have like 100 men defending against 200 enemies, and I'm going to put it as the go for the Rodakians because they've got decent crossbow. I'm going to give them a lot of infantry, some archers, 0 cavalry, and I'm going to go I want to go Conrad again. He's kind of my favorite character to play in the custom battles. So there we go. Just going to put it as siege defense, and we'll go for Obes Castle. Now they're pretty basic sieges, but it's worth playing just for the sheer oh my god, it's Helm's Deep sort of nerd fantasy thing. So here we go. So here you go. You got all your archers and stuff. They're going to start taking shots, as you can see there. Oh, they got a kill straight away. Now that is good. And they're firing shots back at us. They're actually taking out 2 of my guys, which is not good at all. So our guys are like shooting down at them now and what have you. So here we go. As you can see, there's a siege tower here, and basically their way into the castle is with that siege tower, and it's going to be coming right for this gap. So in the intermittent time, we have to wait for the siege tower to get her. Our guys can pick them off, and they can pick us off. Now, I'm just going to pick up a crossbow here. Now, I had to drop my sword so I can pick up the crossbow, but I'll pick it back up in a minute. So here we go. Just going to start taking pot shots here. Oh, I got a hit. Woohoo! And basically, if you get a hit, you see what damage you did, how difficult the shot was to make, and all these nice little touches. In the single player, if you do really difficult shots, you get more training in that particular skill, and really is a wonderful little mechanic for you use a weapon, you get better with that weapon. And you can really turn into quite the killing machine pretty later on in the game. But as you can see, you target like this. You can actually go into first-person mode as well, but it's very difficult to fight in properly. And I don't particularly like using it, so we're going to go back to third. And here we go. Just going to take target shots here. Oh, got another one. Oh, my guys are getting torn to pieces here. And just going to take another shot there. That's another one down. And here we go again. We are going to engage that one. Oh, there we go. Another shot in. It's basically like shooting fish in a barrel at this stage, but that's because they don't have shields. Some enemies have shields. You'd be lucky if you killed 2 or 3 of them before the actual melee combat starts. I'm just gonna, there you go, like these guys have shields now, so they're not going to take many hits. But shields will break after so many hits from arrows and swords and stuff, so that's one thing you have to watch. So here we go now, and slowly that siege tower is getting closer. It's going to make for an interesting little melee fight, I can tell you. Oh my god, another 2 of my guys just died. This is not going well at all. Ideally, we want to have a full complement of men inside the fort when the siege tower hits the wall, because then it's going to get fucking messy. Yeah, so here we go. Damn, another one of my guys dead. This is really not right. Oh, he just took a shot at me. Now that's not going to stand. I got a hit on this bastard on the hill. Yeah, hit his shield at least. Try to take out one of these guys down here and slow them down a little bit. Basically, it's not the best mechanic in the world for Siege, and a lot of this has been addressed in the sequels with Fire and Sword and Napoleonic Wars, which is the DLC for Warband, where you can use cannons to blow holes in walls or explosive crates, and I will be covering that game at a later date. But for now, we have to wait for the siege tower to reach the bloody walls. Now, if you're really lucky, you could actually wipe out an enemy army before they even reach the walls, which might happen here. We're doing quite a lot of damage. But we'll see what happens. Archers aren't really much used to the melee fight, so if these guys get in, it's going to be an interesting fight. People are probably watching this and thinking, Jesus, that's boring. Point, click, but yeah, trust me, it can make for really interesting battles in single player when you have reinforcements arriving non-stop. Because in the single player, you could have an army of about 3,000 show up at your walls. And, okay, only 100 will be attacking at a time, but they'll have more and more reinforcements coming, your defenders will slowly be getting killed off, and it really makes for a very dramatic last stands. One of the reasons I really love this game. So, just bear that in mind and don't judge too harshly on what you're seeing here. So, here we go, and that's another one down. Slowly just come forward. And here we go. I'd also like to point out this game has an excellent modding community, which has really done wonders with this game. And really, mostly with Napoleonic Wars, there's a number of really good mods for that, but there's a few mods from Warband as well. The Rome mod in particular is outstanding. But it's one of the reasons I think this game has such longevity is they released open source on the code recently, and it's enabled the modding community to really just work wonders. So here we go. Now, if you look around, like visually up close, the textures suck. They suck on the War Z sort of sucky level. But unlike War Z, this game is actually worth your money. And yeah, it looks crap, but ask yourself this, what other game lets you fight in a battle with hundreds of guys around you? What other game allows that, where you're in first-person mode? Answer that and come back to me, okay? This is one of those games that's changing the way gaming is managed, and it'll go down in history as one of the first true role-playing first-person commander games, and that's why I love it. Anyway, it's turning into a right little fucking mess up here. Now, my guys are actually holding quite nicely here. Probably because there's not a whole lot of enemies left to actually take the walls. But there you go, that's a quick indication of what a siege battle can be like. And if you go attacker, you're actually in their position waiting for the siege tower to get there. So it pays to command your troops to like hide behind walls and stuff. Here we go, and we won the battle. So, hope everybody enjoyed the videos, and I hope to see you next time on the Straight and Narrows show. Have a good one.